Scowl, being a revision of the rebellious classic for the new Puritan generation. The original would be Howl by Allen Ginsberg. This one is by Benjamin Boyce. I saw the best minds of my generation muted by prudishness, braying moralisms artlessly, flaying themselves through the N-word tweets at dawn looking for a virtue fix, neon-headed hipsters raging for the six-figure book deal with a callow editor pruning inspiration from their lines, who righteous and grieving and resentful and vain sat up dogpiling in the bruised blue night mode of social media applications, scrolling through the wrong think, contemplating justice, who blared their slogans at speakers under the aegis of diversity administrators with their 40,000 commandments of consent, who chanted through universities with multifariously pierced faces, hallucinating fascists and Hitler-fierce hatred among the scholars of skepticism, who were coddled by academies for their unfalsifiable traumas and literally shaking from "It's okay to be white" posters taped to windows overlooking the quad, who cowered in safe spaces stocked with Play-Doh and coloring books, burning their self-respect in wastebaskets and listening for microaggressions leaking in through the walls, who got live-streamed in their fury at the colonialism inherent in the institutions bending over backward to make them feel like kings, who ordered their ranks according to inverse privilege, following the diktats of the quantifiably most oppressed, by race, by sex, by gender, by disability, by ethnicity, by every conceivable category except wisdom, perception, and forethought. They are the chains strapping Prometheus to the rock, though each one thinks themselves the buzzard. That rusty taste in their mouths is not the fire god's liver, but the oxidation of their links chafing wayward at the dew-quickened rust in their collectivism, their preternatural awareness of every implicit slander in the size of strangers, which they unpack and problematize endlessly with more syllables than any preceding generation. A lost battalion of humanities majors composing demands with such bad grammar the moon herself hangs her head in shame, yakety-yakking, screaming, vomiting, whispering autoethnographies and anecdotes and frail statistics at all the wrongs of history and society and scientific fact, whole intellects arrested developmentally in endless social engineering sessions, grist for the Marxist Renaissance pouring onto the streets, but not too early. Punching Nazis instead of burning bras, forming online communes wherein their echoes cover over every fault line in their thought, who write manifestos 250,000 characters in length, who count their treasures in the new ledgers of likes and shares, whose laughter has been strapped and muzzled tighter than caged masochists by the fake leather of synthesized offense, who are so brave they need instant recognition and yet go private when they're called out as cowardly, who know who they can hate because the SPLC has got their back, and all they have to do is report harassment to ban whoever doesn't bow to their newfangled uncountable genders and lavishes on them infinite applause, who abolish all borders while inventing rules of impossible complexity to trap those who step out of line. Their emotions have been sifted through the channels of blunt emoticons, and any prophet who rises among them they will hang with the absolute sincerity of their mob-forged myopia, butchering the quivering meat within that twitches for something that is not allowed or known, for something that cannot be snuffed out by their priestly censors. If that was straw manning, I hope I lit the straw man on fire. Good day.
Okay. 6:30 for 3.
And Sheila.
And 2.